if it's started. There we go. Hi, hey, what's going on? This time we're going to square up. That's what this is. Square up. Now, square up is a new concept. Not new. Well, it's kind of new. It's the same. It's we'll be doing the same things to a point, but we'll just be doing things because I've gotten a lot of emails, and I just want to, we can get into a lot of other things that the questions that you asked. We'll get into that later. But I have a lot of things I want to get you guys' opinion on. I want to see, if you feel like this about the situation as I do, because I mean some of this stuff going on, it's a pain in the ass. I don't know what's going on with people. I really don't. I don't know what is wrong with people. They lose their minds. They all crazy. I mean, crazy is not a bad thing, all the time. Sometimes it is necessary, but the kind of crazy going on is not very necessary. Okay, so sorry guys, I did not do my introduction, but I have a new introduction. I'm not going to do it today, but when you go onto the channel, the Not Better Not Worse, just different, under the umbrella, you go to the World Book, because we are still writing the World Book. I've done some things on it. I had to do a website just for the World Book. And under the World Book, I have there is our diary under there, and it's self-explanatory. But the initial site for that, it is up now. There are some posts put on it with some information. The factors to start the World Book is not on there yet, but it will be. It will be on there, and then you guys can go on and I just wanted to show you things, and throughout the week coming up, you'll be able to go on and you'll see the channel is how the World Book is starting to expand, and you'll see it, things coming together. It was some things that had to be done as far as that, because the way I'm looking at it, and a lot of people want to be involved. So that means it'll be a lot of people trying to get on, or either on the channel, and I don't know how many people will be able to be on the channel, at one time, or how. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. But if you're talking about a World Book and you have people from all over the world, trying to get on here and put their chapter or their paragraph, I say it's going to take a lot of. Oh, I don't know why I'm itching. It's going to take. It'll be like you being put on hold. Same type of like if you have to call EDD and they put you on hold, or you just don't get through. So I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I'm still waiting to hear. But there is a separate website. So okay. Anyway, Square Up is a new project that's under the Not Better Not Worse umbrella, and get it in by end of this week, because I have some other things I need to get on there first, so that we can get a lot of things started. A lot of people are waiting. So, but the thing is, don't go on to my my private site, my Facebook or whatever, and ask for a friend request. Just go to the site itself and join. Join, and you'll become a part of my friend list anyway, because the um you've joined the World Book. So I have so many. Do you know how many? I'm not going to begin to ask you if you know how many, because Lord, I was like, oh my God, look at this. I have so many new friend requests. um my system is full. I have no more space. There's no more memory. It's full. So don't just go onto my site and ask for a friend request. just go on to the World Book and join. That way you're already a member. Also, don't forget you want to hit like, you want to do subscribe, and you also want to share. You want to tell, as well, that you need to, just let people know, hey, you want to check out something new, because we're gonna get this book out, and we all gonna be co-authors. I mean, some of the people they write books. I know damn well we could write a book. We all got our own different issues and experiences that we've had, and we don't mind sharing it if it's going to help the next person. So I'm good with that. It took me a while to come and sit down and talk to you guys, uh, and Divine and Spirit Guide, and they've been, nudging me, and I said, okay, okay, all right, I'm going to go. And then I just always find some kind of something to, okay, I'll do it in a few minutes, and then 2 hours later, I still haven't done it. But you have to take that first step to see there's nothing to be afraid of, and if you have issues or something that you don't understand or you can't fix on your own, you have your spirit guides, you got your archangels, you got your ancestors, and you just ask them ask them a question, or ask them, to assist you, ask them for help, and they will help you. And I've done that many times, asked, for help from my guides or whatever. um but honestly, for a long time I didn't understand really what that meant or what that entailed. But I'm learning now what that entails, and what benefits there are for you as a spiritual being to get help from your guides and divine himself, and your beloved ancestors. And I'm learning so much about the spiritual side of myself. I've always been able to feel my spiritual side, and I've always let that part of me, guide me, into. I mean, I think, well, I really did it without like, I wasn't really conscious of it. I didn't. It wasn't something I thought about, sat down and thought about, and just, well, okay, I'm gonna go this way. It just happens. For me, it just happens. And it's been like that for me since I was little. You know, um, for a while, I used to be afraid of it. I used to be afraid of it because I couldn't understand why I was seeing certain things, or why I could, how I would know a certain thing, or just, or know what's going to happen next week, or like, what I mean. And I was afraid. Are you hear, certain things, or are you hear someone talking, or there's someone in your ear. I used to be afraid, but I was a lot younger, and I didn't understand it. And you don't want to you don't want to ask nobody, hey, like in that Harry Potter movie, and she says, oh no, she say, no way, Harry, hearing things, even in this world, it ain't good. So, you don't want to go and say, oh, guess what, I'm hearing things, and people start looking at you. And being able to talk to snakes, is what she was saying, is not good, even in that world. Certainly not in the Muggle world, but you, well, I'm growing to understand, and we're we're definitely all here. We all have our missions, and we've all done contract with Divine, and we're gonna all know whatever the situation. If you signed a contract, you're going to do your mission. I mean, I can't think of anyone who would break a contract with Divine. You know, it's just gonna you'll when you're ready is when you'll sit down, and whatever your mission is, that's when you'll start to, it has to be on, it has to be you. No one can tell you sit down and do this or go do that or whatever. you get to it, hopefully sooner than later, but you do get to it, like so. Like I said, we have the World Book, we have our diary, and those things under not worse, and Square Up is a new that I've come up with, and we're going to get a lot done with that, and help a lot of people. We're going to people with issues, and people that have issues with like organizations like the DMV. The DMV. I don't know about anybody else, but the DMV, they suck. They suck. And they're money hungry. You know what I mean? They have no compassion for anything that may be going on with the people that come in there, and they're trying to, they have no compassion whatsoever. It's all about money. And I believe that what they're doing right now is trying to get as much money out of anyone and everyone, and then they let you come in, you wait for some long line or whatever. When you get up to the window and you're taking care of your business or whatever, first thing they do is put it in and tell you whatever it is you're trying to do and how much it's going to cost. And so they check to make sure you ain't got nothing else that you owe them. Then they turn around and they collect the money from you there. You can't get that. You can pay them all the money. You ain't getting the so if you walk in there and you need papers or something, so that you can drive legally and things like that, you're gonna walk out with a receipt that you paid them. You're not gonna walk out with what you need or the reason you went in there. They're just money hungry people. They're just and that's not people. They're just doing their jobs. That's true. But there's so many organizations and uh, uh, like county departments and the city, and that that's how they are, and I think it's horrible. I think they suck. They really just I've heard tales, horror tales, and they have a tax for everything. They come up with more things that they got to bill you for. They just $5, $7, and $14 you to death. They're after paying them $550 because you wanted to know the time. They just, they should find some kind of way to, because they know that people need them. You need to have things done there through their department, and they take advantage of that, and I think that's wrong. I really feel like that's wrong to do, especially with going this year and a half of this pandemic. People didn't have money to go walking up in there, to renew a registration or something like that, and all of a sudden they want $700 for your registration. Now, it could be a 2002, and they want $700 for a new registration. It's just they just don't. They're not compassionate at all. I mean, we're all going through this pandemic, just like they are too, but they don't. I just think they really suck. Anyway, I don't want to be up, about that, but okay, that was the DMV. Taxes. That's something that, and we can go into this a little bit more, but it's going to be done under Square Up, or I got my eye on you. I got my eye on you. We can go more into it then. So let's see. Okay, we don't see color. That got to me. The guy Floyd and the officer, and then it went on a little, quite a few people after that, and I mean, hell, it ain't like it stopped now. I have a lot to say about that, and we will do that under the Square Up. I got my eye on you. But to say, like I was saying before, this all of this will be turned over to the generation that's under us. And that generation, like I said, these kids, they don't see color. If you're their friend, you're their friend. If they end up having any type of racialness about them or whatever, it's because they're getting it from home because their parents have that issue. If their parents don't have that issue, those kids, when you wouldn't hear a derogatory type of a racial kind of thing come out of any of their mouths because they're not hearing it at home. So it's something that's not important. If today's kids or today's young people, if they don't like you, it's because of something you did to them or something you said to them, or maybe they just spiteful, maybe they just jealous. But it has nothing to do with your color because these kids, they don't see color. You know what I mean? They just don't. And I mean, I feel that way. I feel like I don't see color. You know, I mean, what for? I was raised very diverse. I have had racial issues. I've walked into racial issues, certain, you know, once or twice in my life, you know, but majority of my life it has not been filled with hatred of people having issues with because of whatever color you are. Not, I mean, I just, you know, I just wasn't. I've seen it and I've had it done or said to me, but not. I didn't live majority, maybe once or twice, you know. But kids today are smart. They're not slow. They're not stupid. They're smart, and I think that because they don't see color, and they won't, they'll make it a much better place because they don't see color. And as like sexuality, they don't see that either. You know, and I think that's a good thing. What I don't like sometimes, well, what I don't like is someone who knows that they're one way or another way and they hide it or pretend that they're not. You are strong enough mentally within yourself, stand up and say, this is me, this is who I am. People will give you a lot more respect for doing that, you know, than to find out on on Facebook, you know, somebody throwing your business out there, you know, because they mad or whatever, rather than you just standing up and saying, well, this is me. You know, that's always the best thing. I always feel like it's the best thing. Have shame. Don't ever do anything that you're ashamed of. If you do something you're ashamed of, that's because you weren't supposed to do it in the first place. So just don't do it. And if there's something about you you feel that others won't accept, then you got to turn around and look at yourself and ask yourself, how come I'm like this or I'm like that and I'm not accepting it myself? You're not accepting yourself, because if that's true, no matter what it is you are, you could be half man, half giraffe. Embrace it. You know, sit down, take your, you know, your man legs and wrap them around that giraffe neck and as embrace. This is me. You know, no matter what it is. Don't ever try to hide or cover or pretend or fake or anything that is you. Because you're a human being, you're a person, that means right there. You're a beautiful person. You're beautiful. Whatever you are, whatever you're not, whatever, you're beautiful. You're one of divine's creatures, and you're beautiful because that's what he makes. Use your free will to, hey, this is who I am. The people who matter will accept you. But you first got to accept pretending to be something that you're not. How do you think someone's going to feel when you decide, well, okay, when it's thrown out there, you know, into someone's face instead of you saying, well, hey, this is me? I guarantee you the people who matter the most, they're going to embrace you. They're going to embrace you. Like that man said on that movie, you're not broken. This is who you are. Love who you are. And the other people that matter, they'll love who you are too. And the ones that don't, a lot of times they'll love you who you are too. Because they can say that one thing about you, whatever it is, or he real about who he is, you know, no shame. Just embrace it. You know, that like, girl, did you hear? Just start a sentence like that. They don't matter. They just don't matter. You know, just don't pay them no mind. They got issues of their own. That's why they so been talking about other people, because they trying to keep it, you know, keep the limelight off of themselves. You know, really, if they didn't sit around and gossip, then somebody would probably look and say, "Oh, there's such and such," and then now it's the spotlight is on that person, and what's really going on as far as that person, more than likely, is drama. That's and people do stuff like that. It's because they don't embrace themselves. They're not happy with themselves. They're not happy with either how they look or and very materialistic where they live or if they drive, if they have a car or not, or look, it's so much dishonesty and no loyalty when you're out and about and you're like wherever you work at, you know, the people you work with. I don't even call them co-work. I mean, I don't see how you can because you know you usually there's not well these days there's not where you have people build, you know, connect with bonds with each other because they work together, you know, and something is happening. This person that sits on the other side of you, and when they was coming, you know, coming down, they turned like, "What's going on? Surprise! You know, congratulations!" You know, and it's really it's not a good look. I know this ain't about look what you look like, but I mean it is in a lot of ways. I mean, you gave the person a hug and a pat on the back, and you got some cake, a cake for your trouble. You know, people need to really, we need to really step back and take a look at what's going on. You know, there's a lot of things going, and so many times because there's still so many people that are asleep, we're missing the things that are being put right out there in our face for us to see. You know, we're spending so much time worrying about who's moving up faster or who's dating or, or isn't that such and such his husband over there walking into the, you know, so much negativity. And you and this friend, this female, y'all go way back. Y'all say y'all childhood friends. Y'all went to school together. Y'all lived down the street from each other for years. This female, y'all go way back. Y'all say y'all childhood friends. Y'all went to school together. Y'all lived down the street from each other for years, and you know, but you see each other sometimes, and you know what's going on. Like your mom will say, "Oh, how's such and such? I saw her mom today," and you know, oh well, I ain't seen her in a while, but oh well, I ain't seen her in a while, but well, yeah, she's married, no, and you and your friend sitting there listening now. You hear your mom talking about this person and this person's husband, but what's the situation? You're listening to him, paying attention. You know all about it. You know why? Because people do that. You see that person. Hey, how you doing? What's up, girl? How you doing? Oh, I ain't seen you in a minute. How's such and such? And man of yours. That's insulting. That's insulting. That's somebody to walk up with one of them plastic bats and just bust you upside your head. I mean, you want to do something like that. Why do you think it's right for you to do it? But oh God, let you go and run this person. If that person was with you, you got to do to someone else what you want done to you. And if you don't want those things done to you, don't do it to somebody else. I know one thing about like neighbors and people that you meet at the corner store, that you're all in part of the same neighborhood. Now this man right here knows him. They know his family. They know his wife. They know, this man can come to you and say, hey dude, I'm going, I need, my car's broke. I need to go, jump on the bus. I got this. Been out of work for a few months and I'm, really anxious to get back to work. You got like $2, $3, $5. I can, jump on the bus. That man gonna say, nah, I ain't got it. I ain't with it. I feel you in it, but I ain't got, and he walk off. He see another person. Oh, Hey, look, can you loan me them $2 bread so I can feed my kids? You know, my kids is hungry. You know, I've been out of work, you know, whatever. Got it, boo. I ain't got it. You know, if I had it, it was, you know, anything like that that's in a positive that this man wants to do because he knows he needs to take care of his family. Now, rewind that and let's start back over with this person right here. Now hey man, you know, can you help me out? He's like, well, what is it? And I got this little hottie, you know, this young, you know, shorty. She coming, you know, this and that. I need some. And first of all, what he doing? What he doing running around behind somebody's back? He ain't got no job. He running around on somebody. I ain't got no place to go to around the corner and all. He at work right now, but I could call him and I got a key to his house. I just let you know. Oh, hold on, let me find out. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. And sure enough, he call, he come back, you know, when you gonna bring her, man? When you gonna bring her? Well, I'll be right here, you know, when you bring her and then I'll go ahead and let y'all in. I'll go ahead and I'll split, you know. Okay. Now he coming out, he see the woman he asked, you know, she looking, he's like, shh, don't say nothing to my girl, you know, whatever, you know, this little hottie right here, me and her, we, you know, whatever. She, oh, don't worry about, you know me, boo, you know me, you know I got you. You know what I mean? People do something slimy, sneaky, underhand, damn good, will know your whole family and know what you're doing is wrong. They won't give you $1. They won't give you $2 to get a loaf of bread to feed your kids. But if you ask them to help you do anything like cheat, lie, drugs, anything, you got the whole neighborhood who's willing to help you. And I think that's sad. That's sad. And the whole neighborhood will watch you go inside your house, come out of your house, drive off up, you know, and if he's somewhere around and they see you coming, they're gonna go warn him. She's coming. But if they see your kids sitting on the step waiting for you to come home because they ain't ate, you know what I mean? Barely making it just like anybody else, you know. You think they say, well, come on, give you some soup or give you, you know, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Hell, hey girl, how you doing? Yeah, I seen your kids. They looked like they was hungry. You know, I would have had them come in and have something, but you know, you home and I didn't want to, you know, they give you a song and a dance. What they really want to do is get business out in the street so that everybody can turn around and listen and hear whatever is going on that, you know, besides that, if they're your neighbor, you can best believe the conversations you have in your living room, they know because they over there ear hustling to every word you say. So they can run out in the street and tell, you know, people should be ashamed. You know what I mean? We're not united at all. And we need to correct that. We need to fix it. We need to correct it. You know, we really do, because the things that you see, I saw, and I'm not the type of person. If there's something negative, if there's a fight or something going on in the street, I'm not gonna run over there so I can go see who. I can stand there and watch, or you know, I don't like fighting. I don't like to see anybody fighting. I don't like to see big oversized men, you know, more. I like to see all around them in this circle, watching them fight. These two little boys, they was like 10, 11 years old, and grown ass men sit, you know, surrounding them in a circle. You know, one man went off to the other side of the street, came back with a pipe. You hear me? A pipe, and gave it. And that little boy was hitting that little boy with that goddamn pipe. It's a disgrace. My stomach turned. I had to close my eyes and hold my breath, just not to puke, just because that's how disgusting it was. Bro, this man had to be every bit of 40 something years old. This kid is 10, 11 years old. You gonna give him a fucking pipe to beat another 10-year-old in the head with? People, we need to get a grip. We need to take a look. We need to stop and look what the hell we doing. It's just, oh my goodness. Give me 1 minute, because God. kids. This is what we show. Mm-mm. I'm like, look, I ain't hearing it. Hearing it. I mean, it's crazy. Now I got that thought in my head. Somebody should have snatched him and beat him with it. That is the craziest. In a lot, we're in a lot of cycles, that we need to break. We need to break, and we need to come back, strong, standing together, standing side by side, and showing our kids some self-respect, some dignity, and how pride and ego is not going to get you by. Was pride and ego. That's what that was. And the boy's head was busted in. It's ridiculous. Are you kidding me? We got to get a grip. We got to get a grip, guys. We got to get a grip. I mean, our children are suffering. We got a lot of smart young people. We got to do better to show them better and give them something to, keep their back straight for and their head high. Just if you made a mistake, you made a mistake. Believe me, you don't roll and die, or thunderbolts don't come down, shooting at you because you admit you were wrong about something. And then you try to don't know, don't. I'm wrong a lot. I'm wrong all the time. And I think that I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't feel right if I don't. Sometimes I say, okay, I was wrong if I don't think I was wrong, but yet you have someone else who, okay, so let's hear this person out and which I didn't know this part of the situation. So it's a possibility that I was wrong. Okay. But if you don't hear that person out, you don't know. We got to get a grip, guys. We do, because I mean, the planet has taken a very hard shift, a major shift. You got these assholes running around because they don't like something or about a person or like that person or whatever the situation may be. We call them hate. Well, these haters are running around trying to do what they call spell work and love spells and black magic and things so things will go bad for other people in their lives. Just why? I mean, you have to know that in any kind of way it's coming back to you. And it depends on the person how to close. And by them doing that and whatever they're saying to bring these things, they're inviting them in, which is why they can come in. If that portal, except for the fact that you just invited this entity or this demon or this succubus or whatever, you just invited that into your home because one, either you didn't know what you were doing, or two, you opened it. Three, you've opened yourself up with doing the spell, that kind of spell stuff in the first place. If you have kids, you just opened it up for them. You know what I mean? You just opened them up. You just subjected them to that type of situation. All because you don't like a person because you want to be with that person. And what kind of nonsense? All nonsense. I've been hearing a lot about it, and I know I have a lot of people fighting to take. They want to take your energy. Their energy is not like that. They have low energy. And then because you can have a disagreement with one person. Now there could be 10 of them, and you had a disagreement with one person. Now, because you had a disagreement with the one person, but you and that person have known each other for a long time, the other not to like you, but this person that's around them don't like you or are having issues with you right now. So the other 9 just decide they don't like you either, but don't even know you. I mean, come on. And we got to do better, people. We got to do better. We got to stand together, help each other, we can make it where we're bringing the coming together. You know what I mean? No matter who you are, what you are, what nationality, what race, what religion, what, just come together. I mean, think how that would be. That's the purpose for this book, because we're going to write this book. So we're all going to be with our name, initial, whatever you want to write on down there. And then we would have achieved something together. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really cool. Now, let me because I'm at 40 minutes, so I'm gonna give it another 4 minutes. But I want to just mention some other things that I think we'll go into again. We'll go into once I get this other stuff uploaded into the Not Better Not Worse, or the Square Up. Okay. I want to talk about generational curses. I kind of touched on that a little bit. Also, the Freedmen's Savings and Trust, and the Freedmen. I think a lot of people missed, because if you didn't, you'd be off on something else right now. So we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about this too, the new earth being created. That's what we're doing, or Irie and the World Book. Also, there's a guy, his name is Hind. I've never seen him before. I seen him once or twice earlier this week. And that was cool, because he started it out when he came on. He just said, wow. And hey, let's have a cookie. What kind of cookie should we have? An Oreo. And then he picked up the Oreo and he looked at it, talking about the Oreo, about how when you put it together and all, even though it seems, it's harmless. I don't know why he said harmless, but he said, and he said, then when you eat it, and he was like, it's kind of like that. And then he snipped his face and he was like, oh, that's good. And then before he went off, he had another Oreo. I thought that was pretty cool, because that definitely breaks the ice. I mean, who don't like Oreos? I mean, cool. I really, so you'd have to, check him out, because just the way he comes on, and he has a lot of good points, and he different types of ways or whatever. But I kind of liked him. He was, he was kind of, he was kind of lame, but in a smooth kind of way. He's all right. So you should check him out. Also, what did my brain just went? Oh, that thought just went out of my head. Oh my gosh, I can't think. It's gonna have to come to me. I haven't been doing readings. I'll be starting again soon, not right now. I'm doing a project for Divine, so it'll be not until after that I'm really interested in. I want to use and see how they work. And there's also what's her name? Did her is Kara Crystal's Visions? Is it Kara's Crystal Vision? Yeah, Kara's Crystal Visions. She's got a deck that she's moving over to her and looking to checking out. And it's called the Tarot of Light and Shadow, and you get 2 decks. You get it's not that one is good and one is bad. It just gives different perceptions of a situation. And I haven't had the opportunity to use them yet, but I'm really interested to see how they, But okay, guys, I'm going to have to go because my time is up. On to the Not Better Not Worse. join, and if I'll be going live again or not, or then you'll know whenever I upload some new, and let you know on what you need to do to get in touch so that we can get your parts of the book in. And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, because we can branch out, and open up more. Then I can do a lot more as far as live. Okay. All right. Don't forget about Square Up. That's going to be a new project that we're going to be working on. We'll probably start on that next week. But I will definitely try. I also have some other things. Oh, I wanted to show you, but I'm going to have to find some more time, maybe later on this evening, and go over the art project, because we have an art project, and work has gotten so good. I still can't. Look, I'm getting there. And I have something new that I'm going to come out with. I'm going to try to do it over the next few days. And when I first introduce it, I'm going to try to go live so that you guys can see it, and it's interesting. So saying that, keeping it real, and saying Square Up. I got my eye on you. This is your girl, Light Lunar Winds. Gotta go. Bye.